comment section from audience member. So shout out to the audience. I'm going to try to read this as it's in small print on my OBS. And I want to show you guys something very important. This audience member said, what is going to be the next Xbox? Are they just going to release another console? Xbox Series X or whatever it is? No one's going to buy it. Now, what this is alluding to is a lot of people are saying if Xbox is going to sell more consoles, they're going to have to push the envelope with the console ecosystem or whatever it is, and possibly bring this PC thing into, light. If not, no one else is going to go ahead and buy it. Now, believe you me, when I tell you from experience, because a lot of Xbox players, we've talked about this stuff. I've said some of you need to go on PC, and you've yelled at me, I don't want to go on PC. I get it. This Xbox ecosystem is the best Xbox experience that you can have. Like, if you ever look to the Xbox, ecosystem as a whole, and you want to pretty much deal with what it encompasses, this version right here that is on the console with the Xbox Store and the marketplace that's available here, this is the best Xbox experience that anybody can get. Don't be fooled. I'm saying this from the perspective of somebody who's a PC player. This is basically me doing this remotely. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to the PC version of Xbox. This version here is almost akin to the same, if not even, it's worse in terms of options than a very crappy and known to be somewhat crappy ecosystem like Epic Games. At least Epic Games has access to a lot more games. Xbox's ecosystem on PC does not. In fact, it's an extension to allow for you to be able to experience the whole Xbox ecosystem, but it's not as robust as the console. And there's a significant difference here because Xbox could take this storefront, or could have at any point in time taken this storefront and made it at least up to Epic levels of storefront or Steam levels of storefront, but they've chosen to slow roll this particular movement. Do you know why they're choosing to slow roll this particular movement? Because they truly believe in their ecosystem. They believe in their consoles. They absolutely do believe in their consoles. And this is where their Game Pass subscribers have the most number of people, about 30 million subs. Their core gaming experience, 20, 30 million Xbox users, and in terms of the series, or 30 in terms of the series, or whatever you want to call it. And then the rest on the Xbox Ones, and all the Xbox ecosystem. This is where they get access to the best Xbox experience. And so whatever you're thinking that they're going to do to innovate, or they're going to make the hardware, whatever, ladies and gentlemen, they've already done it. It's called Game Pass. You're looking at Game Pass now, and all you're seeing is, it doesn't have Spider-Man, and all this FOMO is driving you. But very soon, PlayStation and their 7% is not going to be able to put out enough games to match Xbox's cadence. That's when you're going to see the innovation actually stand out. Because at that point, you'll be able to make a list and say, oh my gosh, if I'm going to put my money anywhere, I'm going to put my money where there are games available to me. Another really interesting thing here is, as much as people will say that Game Pass, has all of these, really cool perks and whatnot, on the console, they give all these for you discounts. I was able to buy this Jedi game for $9, which is weird. I was like, I bought it. I was like, I was not going to buy a console game, but Jedi Survivor for $9, I'm taking it. Because I used Game Pass and I beat it on here because the PC version sucked. Those little things, the perks that are available on the console ecosystem, is what makes the Xbox console, in my opinion, the best experience. Now, I still won't play on it and invest in it as my primary ecosystem. Why would I want to do that? Because Steam's better. I said Steam. Sorry, PC is better. Sorry, overall. Whether it be Steam, whether it be Epic Games, whether it be good old games, whatever the heck it is you're using, it's just a better proposition. So I'm not going to go that route. However, in comparing both of them and seeing, I can see that the PC ecosystem is just now getting its stride. But still, there are things that are withheld from the PC side of the Xbox ecosystem that console has access to at any time, at any moment. So Xbox is actually serving you if you have an Xbox, console. They're doing a good job. Some people are saying, like there was a conversation today online where somebody was like, well, I think the crap gamer was complaining. So no one's going to buy the Xbox console if they do this. And someone said, well, just go get a PC. And it was like, how about my 1,500 games that are already on there? And I was like, you play them on Xbox. That's what the Xbox console is there to do. It honors your games that you've already bought within the ecosystem. If I buy a game on the PC side, it honors that. Right? But they're separate ecosystems. If the library is built on Xbox, only when there's Play Anywhere do I get that benefit to be able to at least access it from console. And some games get that, but it's a slow roll at the end of the day. And so I see a lot of people saying, well, if that's the case, I'm not going to go buy an Xbox. So what are you going to go do? You're going to go get a subpar experience of Xbox elsewhere. Okay, if that's what you choose, then by all means, go get one. Or maybe enjoy the PlayStation experience and make that your primary playing experience. Great. But the differentiator between both of them is that Xbox is going to have and deliver more games by sheer number of magnitude. That's just where the differentiating factor is. And not only are they going to deliver all these games, they're going to deliver them on Game Pass. Right now, you don't see the innovation. You don't see that. Some people don't see that. They're like, nah, I don't see that as as some kind of a, draw. Really? Okay. Keep spending your money how you choose, but those of us that look and say, what? Games for less? Nah. We're going to take that deal. And we still have access to the options, right? And they're now making it where, hey, if you get it on Game Pass, you can sync your game and you can buy it on Steam. Another added benefit. So you spend money on Game Pass, you can spend money on Steam if you want, or you stick with Game Pass. You have options. They're building this ecosystem to the point where you have access with their Xbox ecosystem inside or outside. I think, to me, if you're a console owner and you have an Xbox, you have a reason to continue to invest in their ecosystem if you choose. Or if you say, I'm not down with this, then go to PlayStation. Or come to PC. I'd prefer that. But again, you're not going to run away from Xbox. You have nowhere to run. You really don't. Xbox is going to be there. This is an Xbox. You go buy a PlayStation, go trade your Xbox in, buy another Xbox that has PlayStation written on it. Because Xbox is about to come in and just take over in terms of content. They're going to have as much content cadence as almost anybody in the industry. That's crazy. That is insane. For anybody to try to downplay the biggest publisher on PlayStation as a third-party publisher with just an irrelevant console is the biggest amount of cope that I've ever seen in my life. I'm telling you, for you to look at a big publisher, well, they're just the biggest publisher on PlayStation, and then laugh it off and walk away. Oh my gosh. That's got to be the craziest level of, what I call pretty much the disconnect I've ever seen in my life. And you'll see a lot of people touting this stuff out there. Guys, if you're on Xbox, PlayStation is about to fund a wonderful ecosystem for you. And me. I'm not missing out on that. Anyway, I can get my money back from PlayStation, I'll take it, whether it be indirectly or triple indirectly. I'll take my money back from PlayStation. All that money I don't spend on that ecosystem, all those years of PlayStation Plus, I'm going to like to see something from it. So by all means, Xbox, ship them. What are you doing? I don't see Fable on there. Get Fable on there quickly. What's Starfield? Where's the PlayStation version? I know y'all were making it. Get it on PlayStation. Because I understand that a competitive market of such is going to be highly beneficial to me. It's going to be highly beneficial to anyone who is serious about gaming. All this talk about, they became a third place publisher like it's a slur is just maximum levels of gaslighting attempts. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because Xbox looked and said, the reason we suck is because we have no games. So they went on a development and spending spree. They went all in. And now they've finally arrived here, and now y'all want to joke and clown it? No. You better put that makeup back on your face. If you think that that's how things are going to go, that's not how it works. I'm sorry. So those of us on PC, we're not going to let a good deal just go to waste. The heck? Like, we're like, wait. You mean tell me that all these day one games, we get access to them for how much? And then we got keys where we buy keys from. Okay, you have a conversation that we can have. Let's see what's going on. And we looked in and we're like, yeah, it's not even a conversation. Steam is on Steam right now. They're looking at Xbox and going, heck yeah, Microsoft is taking the pro-consumer stance. So Steam is now doubling up on their efforts. Believe you me, Game Pass has indirectly made Steam, in my opinion, a much better ecosystem because now they're more friendly. They're just pushing. Everyone's pushing the envelope on this side. It's only when you're in a locked ecosystem like PlayStation, you have no choice. So PlayStation's going to do whatever it wants with you. It's going to give you 500 remasters and increase the price of PlayStation Plus and do whatever the heck it wants and give you crappy PlayStation, monthly games or whatever the heck it is. It just do it and you'll be sitting there eating it and enjoying it. So there's no need. You think, because there's no competition, what are you going to compete with? Your ecosystem's locked. Your browser doesn't work. You can't go outside and find anything better. So that's all you know. And they want it that way. But anybody that dares to actually step outside is going to realize, like, wait a minute. And that's the Xbox proposition. This is why even on PC, there are people who are still dialed in to Game Pass. And even though we get the cut down subpar version of what Xbox has to do, we're looking at it and wondering, how do we on the PC side get it, yet those who have direct access to the ecosystem itself seem to be having a hard time figuring and understanding it? Isn't it crazy though? Right? Like, you have access to the ecosystem. Sure, we're not going to get into the ecosystem because we don't want to pay to play online or whatnot. But again, an Xbox has now basically become somewhat like that. I don't know. Anyways, talk to me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Peace out.